Hey, welcome back to Niners Takes, where we talk about the good, the bad, and the future of the 49ers. And after the Seahawks loss, boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Let's start with the good. The good, whoa, not a lot. Not a lot was good in that game. Not a lot went well for us. I was pleased with the effort that the defense played with. I was pleased that it felt like we didn't give up. But you know what's good is the Seahawks defense. The Seahawks are good. The Seahawks are a good team. They're well constructed. They have good players. They're disciplined. They're fast. They're big. There's not a lot that was good in that game. George Kittle, he was good. George Kittle was good. Let's just get to the bad because there's a lot. Our defense is bad. And our offense was bad tonight, which I was not expecting. I knew it would be tough. I knew the Seahawks had a great defense, but I thought we would score some. I thought we'd be able to get at least 17 points. We hardly got 3. And we were about to get 7 more, and Christian McCaffrey just hands the ball to a defender. Nobody played good today on our team. You know who did play good? Upton Stout. Upton Stout played good, and I was out on Stout. I still kind of feel like I am, but he played good today. He played really well. But our offense, man, I think a lot of Brock's limitations showed up today. He needs the middle of the field. He needs to be able to throw the ball to the middle of the field, and Mike McDonald took it away. He took away the middle of the field, and we couldn't take advantage. And some of that's on Brock and his limitations of his arm, and some of it's on our receivers that we don't have the personnel, the players to really threaten a defense. They're not scared of our receivers. They're not scared of getting beat deep. They're not scared of our speed. And so they just crammed the middle of the field and just dared Brock Purdy to check it down so they could destroy Christian McCaffrey, or they wanted him to throw a second layer ball so that they could intercept it. And he refrained. Good on him, but we couldn't do anything. And nobody played well on offense. Christian McCaffrey handed the ball to a defender. George Kittle did play well, but he's clearly not 100%. And Kyle Shanahan, he needed to take the game by the throat on some of those fourth downs. And it was risky because of the field position that we were in, and he's so scared to go for it. And some of them would have been crazy, but what was crazier was putting the ball in our defense's hands. Like, what are we doing? And I just think everyone played bad today. I think Kyle coached bad. I think our offense played bad. Our defense is just like a hospital squad. We have guys playing that you guys know who number 49 is? Wallow? W-A-L-L-W. I didn't even know he was on the team. Didn't know he was on the team, and he's practically starting for us after D. Winters gets hurt. And then Eric Kendricks, he's just a street free agent, and he's playing crucial snaps for us. We're just the walking wounded out there. So it's bad. And really what it brings me to, and what the key point I want to make is the future, is we don't have the players right now. What has our front office, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, what have we been doing in the draft? Where's our depth? Where's our good players that can come in? Where's our young, exciting players? We drafted Nick Martin in the 3rd round. We reached for him when every other draft person said he was like a 7th round pick at best. We reached for him in the 3rd round, and he can't even play. He can't even get on the field when our top 2-3 linebackers are hurt. We would rather sign a street free agent or play a guy I've never heard of, number 49 Wallow, than play a 3rd round pick. Nick Martin, a wasted draft pick. You know who doesn't waste draft picks? The Seahawks. The Seahawks don't waste draft picks. They have good players all over the place. And when someone gets hurt, they have a decent backup to step in and take their place. That's not the same for us. I'm scared of our future because I don't trust John Lynch or anybody who's picking players to pick the right guys, to actually fill our roster with good players. We're so talentless at receiver right now. We have no speed. Jacob Cowing was supposed to be our speed receiver. He doesn't play ever. I don't know if he's ever caught a pass in the NFL. We drafted Christian Watson in the 5th round from Ole Miss. Doesn't play. We drafted Ricky Pearsall. Can't play. Hurt all the time. Cannot stay on the field. Cannot be an NFL player because he cannot stay healthy. All these wasted draft picks at receiver. Not to mention Brandon Ayuk, who we draft, sign, and we can't. I don't know what's going on with him. But all of these picks are gone. Wasted. Unusable. Not to mention Cam Latu, 3rd round pick, tight end. Gone. Not even in the NFL, I don't think. What should we talk about? Running backs that we've drafted? Tyrion Davis-Price, out of the league. Joe Williams, out of the league. Who's the guy we drafted this year from Oregon in the 4th round? Doesn't get carries, doesn't play, inactive. We throw draft picks in the garbage. Jake Moody, on a different team, not good. 3rd round. We waste picks constantly. Trey Lance, 3 first-round picks. Gone. This is the reason we lost tonight. The Seahawks don't waste draft picks. They don't waste players, and we do. We have a great coach. Kyle Shanahan, Robert Saleh, they are great coaches. But when it comes to picking players to be on the team, we have a major, major problem. And I look at the Seahawks and I just think, how are we going to beat them in the future? Like, how do we beat them? These two teams, we cannot beat them the way we are constructed. We have to change. We have to get better. And maybe we can do that. Maybe we can sign the right players, draft the right players, but something has to change. John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, whoever's picking players has to do better, because this will not get us to a Super Bowl. We will not win a Super Bowl with a roster that is this thin. We have nobody. We have Nick Bosa, Fred Warner on defense, and nobody else. Deommodore Lenoir. He had played good today, but we have nobody else. You can't win like that. You can't win. We have George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, and nobody else. Nobody else can catch a pass. Nobody else threatens the defense. Nobody else is fast. So it's scary. I don't know what our future holds. I thought we could do better than this. But hey, kudos to the Seahawks. They are a well-run organization. John Schneider, the GM, is a beast, and he knows what he's doing. And John out to lunch Lynch, needs to get it figured out. I don't know if you saw the shot of him in the booth today. The Seahawks ran the ball on 3rd and 17, and the Niners gave it up because we're bad on defense and we don't have great players. And John Lynch, he's up there, he's like, "Gosh darn it!" He probably said a worse word than that. And I wanted to say to him, I said, "These are your players. You picked these players to be out there. This is your team. You picked all these guys. This is your fault." So I hope they get it together, man. It's going to be tough. We're not a Super Bowl team. The playoffs are going to be hard. We might be able to make some noise, but we can't beat the Seahawks. We're not going to beat them if we see them again. We'll probably play the Eagles. It's going to be tough. I don't know if we can beat the Eagles. So it's a tough day. Tough day to be a Niners fan. I'm not going anywhere. Love the Niners. Can't quit them. Maybe wish I could sometimes, but I can't. But kudos to the Seahawks. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more Niners takes. Hopefully we have better news in the future. I'm going to be doing a lot of draft videos in the future. I love the draft, love the NFL draft, and I want to kind of look at some of these draft picks I was mentioning and where we might have gone wrong. So tune in for that in the future. Subscribe if you want to see some of those. Have a good night.